Rajiv Ranjan, former Executive Vice President at Infosys, overseeing manufacturing in the India and Japan business unit, has left the company recently. He is set to join US-based engineering firm Nest Digital Engineering as the Chief Operating Officer. On 21st September, Wipro CFO Jatin Dalal resigned. In the last year, other senior executives like COO Sanjeev Singh and Vice President Gurvinder Sahni also left. Gurvinder, who had been with Wipro for 20 years, is now the chief executive at Persistent Systems. In March, Tech Mahindra appointed former Infosys president Mohit Joshi as the managing director and CEO for a 5-year term starting December 2023. In July 2020, Thierry Delaporte left Capgemini to assume the position of CEO of Wipro. The IT sector has seen a notable increase in executive turnover in the past few months. Key figures of the IT sector like the former CFO of Wipro Jatin Dalal, former president of Infosys Ravi Kumar S, and the former CEO of Wipro Abidali Nimuchwala, among others, are increasingly making transition to new roles in different organizations after long tenures in their previous companies. So, what is driving this turnover rush among senior executives?
The pyramid is crumbling because at the bottom, resources are getting depleted. And so at every layer, leadership will get affected on account of that. So in some cases, you'll be a leader without a team, and that's not very motivating. And that sometimes prompts leaders to leave the organization. And the second reason is that in tech services, support functions, a lot of leadership positions are not billable resources. Again, in moments of crisis, non-billable resources become more redundant.
Industry observers say the IT industry in India is currently experiencing a dynamic phase marked by technical advancements, business opportunities, and operational challenges. D.D. Mishra of Gartner shares his thoughts on the evolving landscape.
This is an era of disruptions. We see geopolitical disruptions are bringing a lot of changes. We see a new emerging technologies are disrupting. We see a cutthroat competition which is disrupting. This change in the senior management layer is also triggered because of these changes, which is also driving organizations to change the way they have been working. Their operating model is changing. Some of them are changing their business model. Some are going through divestment, merger, acquisitions. All these things are becoming a kind of a reality, and many of these things are happening at the same time.
Amid changing operating models and way of work, a cultural change follows within the organization, and the turnover at the senior management is going to continue, believes Mishra of Gartner. HR experts Business Standard spoke to points to an increased burnout among senior IT executives post-COVID. Top executives are tasked to steer companies with restricted budget and limited pool of talents to maximize profitability. This has led to increased burnouts, says Veenu Lambu of talent company Randstad. But how big is this problem?
I guess it's part of the transformation process, and I actually would not consider this as a big area of concern because some of these leaders, even if they're leaving, I'm sure they have rich experience and they will find gainful, opportunities outside of the industry, because many sectors would love to pick up some of this talent, because there's no industry per se in the country which cannot really do well or grow or scale without investing heavily in technology and technology talent. And because some of these non-tech industries do not have in-house leadership capabilities or know-how, they do look out for these leaders who are very rich in terms of their skill sets and knowledge and understand the tech landscape.
Randstad Digital's Veenu Lambu suggests that by offering a strong purpose among leaders, IT companies could bridge the need gaps in the job role of senior executives and offer them exclusive incentives to reward their commitment to the company. But Rituparna Chakraborty of Team Lead Services says compensation is not always the driving force. A motivation behind the top executives' move could be the desire to apply their skills and experience in different domains. Some of these seasoned leaders are also exploring entrepreneurial ventures.
These changes which are happening, these are some conscious decisions people are making from an organizational perspective and from the individual perspective as well. These changes are kind of inevitable changes, and these changes are not bad. It should be seen from more positive perspective, that these changes will bring new culture, new work environment, new opportunities for the organizations as well. So why do you need to stop something which is good if that is happening for for the betterment of the organization and for the betterment of the individual? So I see that this as an opportunity which people should continue to leverage. Change is the only constant.
Gartner's Mishra reiterates that retaining senior executives isn't difficult if they are motivated and the organization's culture is conducive for them to perform. And if the transition is for the better, it would herald new opportunities for the organization.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.
She's working her way to the corner office. Business Standard.